Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Today, I'm going to play some good old RuneScape. I never got around to changing my default world for something other than 416. We'll have to pick one. I don't know why, but right now it's not showing the east versus west indicators. I guess we'll have to blindly pick one. That one looks nice. Not that it really matters whether it's East Coast or West Coast. Small difference in ping. But when everything takes a sixth of a second to process anyway, ping doesn't really matter all that much. Let's just go ahead and pick a quest from the list and get going, I guess. Giant Dwarf is maybe not the worst. XP is decent, I suppose. Okay, what do I need? Coins, which we've got. Logs, tinderbox, coal. I need 3 cut sapphires, which I have in the bank. Red berry pie. Didn't I make some extras of those? Alright, well, let's start grabbing items. I might have a pie shell. Apparently not. Okay, do I have any flour in the bank? Apparently not. Do I have any red berries? Nope. Alright, we should probably go to Port Sarim, and I'm pretty sure you can buy all the ingredients there. Or most of them anyway. At the food store. In the meantime, let's grab the other things we need. Log. Do I even have a normal log? Oh. Just any old log, so an oak log will work. A tinderbox, which I have plenty of. Coal. Iron bar. I need to mine more iron. A law rune. I need to organize my bank better, also. An air rune. I do have an air rune somewhere. Why are my runes not at least dragged together? Okay, sapphires I've got. Various ores and bars. We'll probably end up buying at the blast furnace while we're there. Anyway. My bank upsets you? Well, it kind of upsets me too, but I don't want to take the time to fix it right now. It is an absolute disaster zone. At least I do have some things sort of organized. Very vaguely. Like this tab is blue crap. This tab is stuff that goes in stash units someday and otherwise doesn't really have much use in being in the bank. Seeds, wood cutting related stuff, winter todd related stuff, fletching related stuff so far. Random event crap, quest crap, a lot of which should be discarded but hasn't been yet. Gear, somewhat haphazardly arranged. And then everything else, very haphazardly arranged. Oh, I need to go through here and I need to do these clues too. Future Milo problems. Alright. Let's go see if one of these ores can become an iron bar. If not, I guess we can grab a couple more ores and try again. If not, then we'll have to go mining. Or I suppose we could buy them at the blast furnace, in the worst case. Oh yeah, first try. All right. Now, I really should go do a bunch of motherlode mine, because that'll get me a whole pile of ores and stuff. I'm not sure what mining level I need to do. No, that's smithing, you idiot. Level 30 to do motherlode. Okay, so I can go do motherlode mine. I wouldn't get the good ores yet, of course, but I can't remember if motherlode rewards you with ores that you couldn't actually mine yet normally, the way some content does. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not doing that right now. Fastest way to serum is definitely pest control. I suspect I can probably pest control teleport. Yes, I can. Okay. There's so many things I need to do right now. I really should go back to Wintertodd and make more money because my current cash is weak, to say the least. Okay, so this guy sells a red berry. He sells flour. And the rest I should be able to make out of stuff that I have in my bank. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really should just go back to Wintertodd. It's easy, resources. Okay, anyway. Pies. I thought I had pie dishes in the bank somewhere. Did I dump them all in group storage for some dumb reason? I might have. Which means they might not be there anymore. I had a couple empties that I think they probably became these botanical pies, let's be honest. Well, I didn't have that many empties anyway. Alright, damn it, I have to go get a pie dish. I think there's one in... Does the Lumbridge Kitchen have one in it? Normally, if I would needed a pie dish, I would just go to my POH and get one there, but I don't have that in this account yet. Varrock Palace has one. Cook's Guild, which is annoying. Catherby, which is a little too far away. Oh, while I'm here, I need to buy Chronicle cards. And let's go get the Chronicle. Okay, where's my Chronicle? There it is. The Chronicle is a nice teleport to have for a so wide bunch of cards. Yeah, another dose. That should be enough cards. If I use up 40 Chronicle charges before I get a better teleport to Varrock, then I guess we can always buy more. You know what? I think climbing over the trellis over here is probably a faster way to get to the back. Yeah, okay. You can't climb the trellis until you finish that damn quest. Which I should also be doing that quest. We might do that next even. It would be technically a faster way to get back to the rear of the castle here. Okay. Isn't there a bucket in here somewhere? I thought there was a bucket somewhere in the Varrock Palace. Specifically for that one dumb quest. Not up here or something, is it? No. Wait. Yeah, no. Alright. I think I might have a few empties stored at the Leprechaun. Should have thought and grabbed a jug. What kind of idiot doesn't store an empty bucket at the Leprechaun? Okay, well, let's go to the bank and get something we can use to make the actual dough. While we're here, so let's draw 50 noted buckets. Let's take them over to the Leprechaun and stuff them in. Make the little bastard be useful for once. Actually, he is incredibly useful, so. Okay, store all, withdraw one. Boom. Let's fill it here at the fountain. I want to make a pastry dough. Use pastry dough on pie dish. Use red berries on pie dish. And the nearest place to cook this thing is probably just in the back of the palace. And then going to grab another pie dish because these things are needed depressingly often. There we go, red berry pie. Alright. Back to Serum. No, not back to Serum. Back to Relica. Because of the red berry pie, I had Serum on the mind. The red berry pie will eventually go to Port Serum, if I remember correctly. However, okay, is it DKS? Yep, what I thought it was. Okay, awesome. I'm actually starting to learn fairy ring codes. Would you believe that? A sure sign of spending too much time playing this game. Alright, let's go get framed for destroying a statue. Anyway, Dwarven Boatman's like, oh, do you want to ride to Keldagram? And he'll do it for free. We tell him, hey, that sounds great. So off we go to Keldagram. Now technically all you need to do is start this quest to get access to Keldagram, but we're just going to finish it. Also, this quest, the whole quest series, honestly, is janky as hell. Full of unfixed bugs and... yeah. For example, what's lore dump over a busy scene with red text that you can hardly read? Which basically says that the dwarves overthrew their king in favor of a bunch of mercantile consortiums. Nobody cares. What dwarven lore there is kind of boring, honestly. Also, this whole quest series ends on a cliffhanger and hasn't been continued for, at this point, many, many years. Anyway. The boatman remarks we're going to go straight past the statue, and then he runs straight into it. Because very skilled. Well, it's not actually why, but we'll see that later. It wasn't me! Anyway, Commander of the Black Guard wants to speak with us, so off we go. Anyway, he's not terribly concerned about the statue. But he wants us to help the local sculptor build a statue. A new one. Alright, let's go find this local sculptor. And see what he wants. Now. Hello, Dread. If I remember correctly, he is... yeah, over there. Alright. We'll take the reasonably fast method to get across. I really don't like this place very much. Anyway. Well, the only reason I ever come here is the blast furnace. And let's be perfectly honest, I don't like that place that much either. Okay. So we agreed to run some errands for the sculptor. Of course. Oh, he needs a pair of boots. He needs some clothes, look like the king's clothing. And he needs a battle axe. The original, if we can find it. And he doesn't really give us much help in figuring out what we need. Okay. Let's go talk to the person who runs the clothes store over here. Oh, you're looking for some special clothes. Okay. And she wants us to go talk to the librarian and find out what the clothes designs were like. Okay. Now, what do you sell again? Just some random trash? Alright. Alright, well, we have to go way over to the other edge of town anyway, so we might as well take the actual bridge across the river instead of going through the middle of the consortium building. I don't think there's a single quest in Caligram that I actually like. Are there any quests that ever require you to come to Caligram that don't suck ass? There's this one, which is like, meh. There's Tales of a Drunken Dwarf, which sucks in various fun and exciting ways. There's Ratcatchers makes you come here. And that is its own level of suck. Beyond what anything else can ever manage to do. And let's see, what else brings you here? There's at least one more. Alright, so we fork over the designs. And she needs her loom refueled. No, don't drop the damn coal. Use the coal. And then light it. Alright, and wants us to pay 200 credits. Not sure why she asked for credits instead of GP, but... Dwarves are weird, what can you say? Alright, so we got a fine suit of clothing. Now, I have to go over to the other side of Caligrim. Okay. Talk to this dude. I believe this is where we get the axe. Nope. This is where we ask about the boots. Okay, so he tells us he had some really cool boots, but he sold them. Alright. Now this guy will not, for any amount of money, sell those boots, and we need them, so... So what we do is we just wait. We grab the first boot off the table when he's not looking. Then we go around behind the house. And we wait for him to get out of the way. And we grab the second boot. Alright. And then we go talk to this guy about the axe. Looking for a particular battle axe. So he agrees to lend it to us if we get it repaired for him. This part I remember fairly well. He's not entirely sure it's the real axe, but it looks like enough like it that... He tells us it needs to be repaired by an Incando dwarf. Well, we happen to know where one of those is. Alright, we need to replace the sapphires that are missing. And then we need to go talk to what's-his-face down in Port Sarum. And we still have no seconds left on our grouping teleport, so we can just teleport down there. Apparently it was actually a cat on the keyboard. Alright, so let's go down and talk to what's-his-face over here. Thurgo, what are you doing outside of your hut? We bribe him with a pie, and then we ask him to repair the axe. Which he does. And now it's all bright and shiny again. And for some bizarre reason, we get a free teleport back to Kelegrim. Which I definitely will not complain about, but also it's really odd. Then we hand everything over to the sculptor's model. And we talk to the sculptor. And it's like, whew, we're almost close down with this quest. We've got the sculptor all ready to go. We should be able to just chunk the thing out, right? Right? Well, no. Because in the meantime, the consortium has decided they don't want to have the king's head on the statue after all. They want one of their own heads. They just can't decide whose. So we have to somehow get them to stop arguing. Which unfortunately is very tediously annoying. Where's the bank in this place? So remember correctly, if you go in wearing ham robes, I think there's a bank in this. Yeah, it's on the other side of the river. Okay. If you go in wearing ham robes, then the purple idiots will like you more. And basically what you have to do is you have to suck up to one of the consortium guys until they're willing to, I don't know, let you join them or some bullshit. And when that happens, then suddenly they're willing to let you vouch for them to have their head put in the statue. None of it makes sense. Let's be honest. Okay. And the way you suck up to them is by fulfilling requests that they give you to go bring them various ores. Which is all very tedious and annoying. Thankfully you don't have to do it very often, but... what was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was gonna grab a set of hand robes. I'm gonna actually check the wiki to see if that's true. Yeah, the wiki does recommend ham robes. Okay, there are 8 mining companies in the consortium. Need to join one of them. You choose a company on the west side of the building for Astra Banks asks, already have the materials. East side if you want to purchase materials from ore sellers, they're going to exchange. It's not that big of a deal either way. Players who join Purple Pewter can get a head start of 20 points of speaking to the Purple Pewter secretary while wearing ham robes. Which basically subtracts 1 delivery we would otherwise have to do. Alright, anyway. This is going to be somewhat annoying because I don't have all the bar types he's going to want. But we'll see what we can do. Is there a standard melter in this place even? But if not, that's going to be really annoying. I thought there was somewhere. blast furnace is a furnace icon, but I don't think there's a normal furnace in the blast furnace. I'm pretty sure... Okay, I better go locate a furnace before I get too involved in this. Oh, there's one right there. Nope, we can't use it. Well, screw you. Let's go over to the blast furnace and see if there is a standard furnace there too. If not, I might have to do some shenaniganry. If I remember correctly, when I did this on the UAM, I used superheat to make the bars I needed. However, I am definitely not of a level that I could use superheat. 10 levels off. So if there's not a standard furnace, I'll have to do a lot of teleporting. Which isn't the end of the world. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no furnace over here. Just the actual blast furnace itself. Yep. And I don't have the level to use that for free, so... Well, we can at least do the ore portion of this. I might come back and do the last little bit later. I didn't even think about the fact that between low magic level and low smithing level, it would be really hard to do the bar requests. I don't know why it's pointing me at blue opal. Yeah, they complimented our sir clothes. Three pieces of mithril ore. Okay, that's particularly trivial. Go to the blast furnace and buy some mithril ore. Yeah, the blast furnace is an ore shop downstairs. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why this place has to be behind 3 doors. Apparently just to annoy people. Which it does quite effectively. I don't remember which group I supported on the UIM. Three pieces of iron. That's hella easy. Could you not get stuck on that dumbass every single time? I just need to remember that that happens and I could maybe work around it by clicking the path differently. Okay, how many iron did they need? Was it 3? I'll just buy 5 because I could always use iron, it's cheap. Oh, I need 2 more attack levels. I should do some crab tonight. Well. 3 pieces of coal. I'm just gonna grab those from the bank. Save me from having to go up and down through the blast furnace again. Oh, 3 pieces. Okay. Five pieces of silver. I think I can get silver at the blast furnace. I should have actually checked. Well, I guess we'll find out in a minute. If not, I'm gonna be a little sad. Stop getting stuck in that damn asshole. Yes, they do have silver in stock at the blast furnace. Okay. I wish these tasks didn't have a time limit. It's a pretty generous time limit usually. Okay. Hopefully this will be the final task we have to do for them. Honestly, I'm surprised you've had to do this many. Okay, good. We're done with their tasks. Now it's time to speak to the director. 3 bars of iron in the next 16 minutes. Yeah, I was just click away instead of accepting it. Okay. I don't want to teleport in and out of here trying to do that right now. There's no forge in here that I can use to make said bars. So I think we're going to put this one on hold for a bit. We're almost done with the quest, but yeah, we'll do the rest of it later. Alright. Now, I have the levels for Bone Voyage. I need 100 kudos. But I do have the levels, okay. Wonder how many museum kudos I actually have. Go find out. Yeah, I'd really like to start doing birdhouses. Get through those early hunter levels. I think I can do Tears of Guthix too. Or I'm close to it. Now that I think about it. Wait, didn't I do Tears of Guthix on this quest on this account already? Maybe not. No, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I just did them on some other... No. Okay, what am I talking to you about? Oh, Bone Voyage. Okay, I have 28 kudos. I haven't done any finds cleaning yet, which should get me a lot of kudos right there. Alright, so let's take a set of tools. And let's go ahead and clean finds until we get all the stuff we need. Cleaning finds is not particularly difficult. Nor particularly slow. And we should get the ability to make dig site pendants out of this, although I don't think our crafting is high enough for that. There's an old symbol. That's a thing we need to find. I don't remember if the chipped vase is useful. Ancient coin. That's a find. Pottery is a find. Broken arrow is not. More pottery. Iron dagger, definitely not a find. Uncut jade. The jewelry. Okay. Now, we have to show our finds to these idiots. That goes in case 36. That one goes in case 44. That one goes in case 22. And I'm pretty sure this is nothing. Alright, yeah, that's nothing. Oh wait. Let's check this jewelry too. Pretty sure it's nothing, but... No, he just straight up gives us 5 coins for it. Yeah, worthless. Alright. $44. Was it the old symbol that went in 44? There we go, the coin went in 44. The pottery goes over here in this case. Currently there's 2 Ceradoman pieces of pottery. Now we put in 1 Ceradoman and 1 Zaros. $37 is definitely not it. 36 I think was the symbol. Yep. Okay. Back in we go to clean more crap. Dump the rest of this shit in the storage crate. And we get minor, mostly trash rewards out of that. I'm gonna keep the jade. The rest of this shit gets dumped on the ground. Okay. More fines to clean. That already rocketed our kudos up. An ancient symbol. I think that's a find. More pottery, which is no longer useful after you find the first one. Broken glass, which is junk. Chipped vase. More broken glass. Another old coin. More jewelry. I think the duplicate old coin is trash. Place it in display case 45. Okay, so it isn't trash. What about this ancient symbol? 37. Okay. That's still useful as well. $45. So this was the coin. And by process of elimination, this is probably 37. Yep. And that gets us to 78 kudos already. And I think that's all the display cases filled. Anyway, let's go dump our trash into these crates. All right. I think the old necklace is like a 1 in 50 or something. Or the clean necklace, or whatever the hell it's called again. Basically, it's a ruby necklace renamed. don't know if you get kudos for finding that or not. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Unless I go like super dry on it or something. Which is always possible. Just a bunch of trash looks like this time. Let's get really lucky on the last roll. Nope, just a bunch of trash. Alright. Yeah, uncut jade. We take those. Alright. Load up for another rip. Come on. Give me the damn necklace. Another jade. I certainly don't mind jade. Not exciting, but it's useful. I can turn it into things that I can use. There's an opal. Less useful. Okay, I accidentally dropped my climbing boots. Give me those back. Thank you. Now let's load up another batch. Hello, Treebeard. Well, come here. Okay, let's see. We could talk to the information clerk and get 1,000 mining XP. With the amount of kudos we have right now. I found all of the unclean finds. That's 50 kudos right there. We should talk to Historian Minas upstairs. That might get us more kudos that we don't have. Yeah. Alright. Oh, there it is. Clean necklace. Take a look at this. I found this necklace. It looks like it's enchanted. I think it's just a benign teleportation spell. Okay, teach you how to make more med necklaces like this. Amazing they had this kind of knowledge back then. The archaeologist shows you techniques for this particular spell, which requires 5 fire runes. Yeah. Level 49 magic. A crafted ruby necklace. You can now make enchanted ruby necklaces when you get to 49 magic. Yay! That'll be handy. Okay, let's dump the rest of our shit, and then let's go talk to the historian upstairs and see if that gets us the remaining kudos we need. Okay. I don't know if I've ever talked to the historian, what's his face, on this account. Okay, we tell him about Shield of Arav. Tell him about the observatory quest. Tell him about freeing Merlin and Excalibur. Tell him about defeating Dalrith, the demon. We tell him about helping the gnomes fix their tree. We tell him about King Lath's ancestors. We tell him something about information about Mauritanian vampires. And we already have 100 kudos, so. Tell about the Carnelian family in Ardoyne. And their history. Tell him about how we helped the wizards get into the Rune Essence mine. And that's that. We have 123 kudos already. Really? Okay, well this goes into Herblore. And that goes into Herblore. And that goes into Herblore. 3,000 Herblore XP. And 35 Herblore, just like that. Alright, now we should be able to do Bone Voyage. We did a Marintil, Potion Unfinished, and 2 vodka. I think some kind soul already bought a bunch of vodka and stashed it. Can't remember if that was Crane that did that. I think it was. Or was it? I don't think I bought the vodkas. I think I bought, oh, whatever the hell's. I made some of these fruit blasts. There, let's grab a vodka out of the group storage. Or 2. And then Marintil. Do I have one of those? Grimy Marintil. And a vial of water. There we go. Recommended items: hammer, iron bar, 2 oak planks, and 5 nails. Some of that I have on me, so I might as well grab what I can. Iron bar. I have exactly 2 oak planks. Hell yeah, get them out of there. And nails. Boom. Alright. Take the memoirs. And I think that's it. Alright, let's go talk to the curator in the museum. This quest's a bit annoying at parts, but I found a rather interesting island to the north of Mauritania. We believe that it may be of archaeological significance. Making final preparations for our voyage. In fact, you may just be the person we are looking for. Okay. The site foreman requested the aid of a qualified, experienced adventurer. Startborn voyage? Yes, I would like to. You can speak to the foreman at the dig site canal. I'll make sure he knows to expect you. Hey, Bob. I do not want to meet Pete. Pete's a boring person. Okay. Now. Oh, that's what the iron bar, oak planks, and the nails are for. Building the... Okay, I do have the construction level for that. Good. Building the bank chest on Fossil Island. That's worthwhile to do. Alright. Anyway. Go talk to the barge foreman. Few minor adjustments to make to the barge before we get the crew ready. We've learned from our previous attempts that we need a sturdier type of wood to keep the barge afloat. Magic logs had, well, peculiar side effects. Luckily, a new high-grade wood was discovered in distant western lands and make perfect material for areas the barge need to reinforce. Okay. He needs to go talk to the sawmill operator about this new wood. Somewhere, I don't remember if you just have to go through it during the course of this quest, or if it's an optional thing you talk to somebody about, but somewhere there's a bit of dialogue about all the way the various previous expeditions failed. Oh yeah, it's when you're talking to the navigator assistant, I don't remember which it is. Okay. None of the lumber here is appropriate for the task at hand. I arranged a fairly generous deal between myself and the sawmill over in the Insidious Woodcutting Guild. I have to deliver the agreement to their sawmill operator or a representative of the guild if you lack the requirements to enter. Okay. Go to lunch by the Lancaliums, or however it's pronounced. Which dumps us not too far away from the Woodcutting Guild. Right there's the entrance to Forthos Dungeon. I think there's another one over here. Right there. Ugh. Forthos is one of my favorite dungeons by far. It's cool. Alrighty. Enter the Woodcutting Guild and go talk to the sawmill idiot. Sawmill operator Varrock said you were in possession of some special planks. Okay. So he's got some redwood planks. And he agrees to ship the materials over immediately. Nice. So back to Varrock Sawmill we go. Unfortunately, we don't have a closer teleport than the Chronicle. So we gotta run. I'm gonna pick some red berries from the bushes here. The next time I need to make a pie or some shit, I have them on me. There, good enough. Alright. And this is why my main never had any bank space. I'm picking up bad habits already. I need to get back playing the UIM again. Oh wait, oh. Sawmill operator. Okay. Now, let's go back and talk to the foreman. And I remember correctly, then we have to go talk to the navigator and assistant navigator and get them to do their damn job. Which is needlessly annoying, but it involves a lot of running back and forth to various places, if I remember correctly. Okay. The barge is ready, so we need to go talk to the navigator. Alright, lead navigator. We're going to need your help if we're ever going out on this voyage. Maybe aware of the previous attempts at this expedition? First barge had some serious design flaws, it didn't float. The second barge suffered from feature creep. Senior museum staff stuck their ore in and added unnecessary features. Go faster stripes, a portable fossil centrifuge, and a walk-on mini-museum. It had buoyancy issues. The third barge made it out to sea, but a special sealant was used that attracted sea monsters. They didn't make it very far. The fourth also used a special sealant. This one attracted icebergs. Fifth barge crashed into the sixth. We lost the seventh one. The eighth barge is still here, we think. An accident involving a magical explosion and some talking anchovies means it is now believed to reside 12 seconds out of phase. The ninth version was built using magic logs. The barge gained some form of rudimentary sentience. It developed serious depression and ran itself aground near Crandor. The voyage is clearly cursed. Okay. So he needs something, kind of anti-curse thing, and he tells us to go talk to somebody in Serum about it. Which, to get to Serum, we will simply use the pest control teleport yet again. Oh, Now. Go to the Port Serum pub and talk to Jack Seagull. Ever made any cursed voyages? So we make him a deal to make us a lucky charm. Okay. We found two options for making cursed voyages. A special charm and a potion of sea legs. Let's go back to talk to the navigator. If I had a higher magic level, I'd make a dig site pendant. This would make this go so much faster, but I really need to go do Winter Taught and make at least a little bit more money, and then I can use it to buy runes, and then go to MTA and farm out the Bones to Peaches tablet, or the points required to buy it anyway. And then that should get me the magic level required to do that kind of stuff. Grinds on top of grinds. Oh well. Lock the navigator. A good luck charm. A lucky bone from the old man near Paternomos. And the potion of sea legs. Okay. The navigator wants the potion and the junior navigator wants the charm. So the old man is the one that you do Rag and Bone Man 1 and 2 with. And we are not starting either of those quests because both of them suck. And I don't want to do them for as long as I can put it off. I did Rag and Bone Man 1 and 2 on my main. And that was not a great time. Even worse is someday I'm going to have to do that terrible quest on the UIM. Ooh. Oh well. But it gives us the bone charm for free. Yay! Now we take the Marinto potion and the vodka and talk to the apothecary. And he'll basically make us a alcoholic drink with extra placebo added. No magical potion to save you from sea wrath. Simple herbal remedy containing vodka. Lots of vodka. Right, it's 2 bottles of vodka and an unfinished Marinto potion. which we just so happen to have in our inventory. Alright, now. Now we have both of those, we can go board the barge. And then we just have to do the voyage, and then we will be on Fossil Island. Hooray. Before we go that far though, what level of birdhouse can I make? Just standard wooden ones. We don't quite have enough to make the oak ones. Okay. So let's grab supplies for that. There should be mechanisms in the group storage, because I know Crane made a bunch of those. Okay. And then I need a hammer and a chisel. And I need 4 standard logs, which I don't have, so I will instead grab a rune axe and cut some along the way. Okay. And then we're all set to make our first ever birdhouse run. Unfortunately, sailing the boat to Fossil Island is... it's not great. It's a bit cumbersome and annoying. Okay, use bone charm on Junior Navigator. No. Okay, you just talk to him, he takes it. We talk to the lead navigator, and he takes the potion. And the lead navigator drinks too much of the potion and causes them all to pass out. Oh no! Okay, so we need to continue north. I clicked that button, damn it. We're almost there. Alright, that was the least trouble I've ever had at that quest, let's be honest. Usually it's really annoying. Okay, you got us here in one piece. Yay! Here, take this journal. That's nice. Okay, we're at the expedition camp. Let's go repair the bank chest. And then go on a little voyage of discovery. So step one, we're going to go set up the birdhouses over here. The one up there, and the one down here, one up there. And then we'll use the mush tree. Oh, damn it, I didn't bring any seeds. Oh well, we'll come back and do that later. Actually, do I have any cheap shit seeds in the bank? I don't think I do. Double check. I've got like crap allotment seeds or something that would make a big difference. Limpwort, no thank you. We're not getting rid of those. Yeah, I don't have any like cheap hop seeds or anything like that. Actually, I'm curious. Some seeds take less than others. Okay. Yeah, no. None of the usable seeds are things that I would have available. Alright. Well then. We'll just go unlock this place and then come back and worry about the rest of it later. Here's some poor fools who haven't heard about the wonders of giant crab yet. Okay. We can't go anywhere yet because we have only unlocked one. Now we need to go to the house on the hill, which is this over here. Apparently today, with today's update, the new agility shortcut was added. That was pulled a while ago. Anyway. So one thing we want to do here, and that's use the mush tree. Oh, it's interesting. It's just hanging off the back of the mush tree. I was wondering how they were going to do this. Teeth grip zip line. Okay. The agility level 74. Darn, we can't try it out. But yeah, that would take us down to the island here. Which is pretty cool, because you can teleport here at the dig site pendant really easily and then zip down to there and then take the boat to other parts of the island. So it'll be faster than the old way to get over. Anyway. I really need 74 agility now. I need it for, oh, where are columns? to get on top of the troll stronghold using the shortcut. And also to use that zipline apparently. Here's 3 of the 5, I think it is now, hardwood patches. Go through the damn shortcut. Alright. The next mush tree we're going to unlock is right over there. Which we'll get over there any year now. Walking in this game is so slow. Anyway, it might have actually been shorter to take the shortcut and go around the volcano. Not by very much. Anyway, after this we need to go probably to Draenor and buy seeds to actually fill these damn birdhouses so they can do something useful. Buy a bunch of potato seeds or some shit. Okay, so the last mush tree, the one in the swamp, I will get later when I have reason to actually go to the swamp. For now, we'll take the Chronicle, we'll cross the river there, and then we'll just run south to Draenor. Not the fastest way to get there. I think that would actually be Fairy Ring, probably. But it's not the slowest either. Okay, Draenor's right over there. There's a lady right there in Draenor who sells seeds. And we're going to buy a few hundred. I'll worry about buying more later. And of course, eventually we'll get all the seeds we ever need from pickpocketing master gardeners or master farmers and stuff like that. Which I will worry about when the time comes to do that and when I have higher fishing level. Hello, Olivia. Give me some damn potato seeds, of which I want to buy your whole stock. And we'll go ahead and buy some hammerstone hop seeds while I'm here. Reduce the number of times I have to hop to get a particular number. Wonder why World 421 is so much fuller on the rest of the Western worlds right now. I need to tag you so I can tag all. There, I can find her a little bit faster in the future, hopefully. So that's 2 birdhouse runs worth of seeds. That's 4. I think I'll get like, I don't know, 120 or so of each. So one more world. Alright, that should be enough seeds. Go back to Fossil Island, which is going to be annoyingly slow. But oh well. At least we had time for some of our run to regen while we stood there buying seeds. Anyway, I had a rather exciting event happen today. I got my first shipment of PC parts for the new PC. And I brought them in and stacked them on top of the corner of the 3D printer, which is not exactly a great place to stack them, but it worked for now. And then went back to work. And I got up for some reason to go look for something. I had to go look for something, or I don't remember what I was doing. Anyway. And I walked past the pile of PC parts there, and I happened to glance down. I was like, that's weird. That doesn't look quite right. And so I took a double look at it, and sure enough, the box for my CPU did not have a CPU heatsink. Or a heat spreader visible in the little window on the top of the box. So I picked the box up and looked at it, and oh, how surprising. It didn't have a CPU in it. So that's great. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for the replacement CPU, which hopefully is actually in a box this time. It looks like that might be the last part to arrive purely because I had to order it twice. And hopefully Amazon gives my damn money back. If they don't, I'm going to be very displeased with them. And they will have to put up with me for complaining at them for a while. Moral of the story is, do not buy small valuable electronic items from Amazon. I suppose. The SSDs are all in their boxes. So at least nobody stole those. Just the CPU missing. Alright, so that's all those birdhouses filled up. Now, quest stuff. Let's see. Why is Dork's quest way down here? That's like a ridiculously easy baby's first quest. Alright, let's go get ourselves a pickaxe from the bank. And I think we can mine everything we need right here. No, we can't. We'd have to go over to the other one as well. Anyway, we can mine everything we need right here at the Varrock mine. That's why I teleported here. And then we can just run over and talk to Dork. Although I can... Yeah, anyway. That goes in there. And then you go in there. We'll keep the Chronicle for now. Okay. Pickaxe. And let's go back south and smack some rocks around. Looks like Maple's hit 92 Hunter. Halfway there. Let's see, we need 6 clay. And 6. And then 2 iron. Okay, 2 iron acquired. I'll grab 4 copper real quick, and then we can go talk to what's-his-face over by Falador. Do I have a faster teleport to get there than just walking? Is there a fairy ring over here somewhere? I need to unlock these hot air balloons. I do think I have the levels for that. Maybe we should do that next. Dump our stuff and then just start cranking out Enlightened Voyage. I don't think there's any good teleport over there, except maybe Berthorpe, which would cut running by a lot. Okay, so we could teleport to Berthorpe Games Room. Alright. Berthorpe Games Room. Teleport. I've never actually been into Berthorpe Games Room for any reason other than just teleported there. Unfortunately, there's a shortcut right here that we can't use. I think it's the Lock Bandit Diary. That would save us a little bit of time getting there, maybe. Maybe not. Because the place we're going is right across from the gate. Anyway, it's not going to matter. Want to use your anvils. Actually, I don't want to use your anvil because it's the worst possible place to do anvil anything. And they're like, wow, amazing coincidence. I just happen to have everything you asked for. And in the exact quantities, too. Hardest quest in the game. Okay. Just drop that bronze pickaxe because we definitely don't want that. What was I going to do next? Oh yeah, enlighten your journey. Assuming I have... Okay, we need 30 farming for that. Can I do Garden of Death? Yes. Okay. Apparent southeast of Kebos Lowlands. I think that's south of... Okay, it's right over by Fairy Ring BLS. So let's go over to BLS. This quest's a bit annoying, but it gives you like 10k farming XP or something. Okay, search 10. Find a journal and take it. Read the journal. Search camping equipment for some secateurs. And climb down a hole. And then we just go from dinky little hole in the ground to dinky little hole in the ground. Reading and deciphering the stone tablets. And then we enter random words. Which is really annoying. All right. That gives a little bit of some kind of flavor text about something. I've never really gotten the point of this quest. I've actually read the stuff and it never made any sense to me. I think it's something to do with Xeric or some bullshit. Okay, where are we going? Mulk Island. How about we don't run all the way there? We can get the mountain guide to get us over to the... let's go to DGR. Okay, then we can go to Malk Island, which is a terrible place and home to terrible content that should really honestly just be removed from the game. But oh well. And then we repeat the process again. Find a stone tablet, read the stone tablet, attempt translations. We read the tablet. And then we leave and go on to the next area. Oh, damn it, we have to squeeze through there. We can't just click on the exit. Alright, and the next place we go to is over there somewhere. Now it's over there somewhere. I believe these guys spit at you or some shit. Let's try to get through here without getting poisoned. Oh, why'd I say anything? Not very potent poison, so I don't think I have to worry about it. Alright, now we attempt more translations. Okay, we've translated it. Leave the hole again. And now we go to where? That away. Don't you dare re-poison me, you scum. Running past Lizardman reminds me I need to go kill a Lizardman Shaman on the UIM soon. Oh well. Actually, I kind of don't want to do that because the longer I can put it off, if I can get another doable master clue step. So I have, like, if I find another master clue, open the scroll and it's a doable step, then I have 2 guaranteed master clue steps completed. And then I just have to drop one of them and juggle it on the ground until I complete. Either I run into a step I can't complete and then just continue on the other clue, or yeah, one way or another. It'll greatly increase my chances of being able to complete a master clue if I just wait and don't do any steps. Okay. Okay. Take the note, read the note. Some dumb shit that never made sense. And 33 farming. Nice. I think we're 1 level away from being able to do tithe farm, which I'd rather not, thank you very much. But I'll have to do it sometime to get the seed box and the herb sack, so not that bad really. And the nice thing about tithe farm is it doesn't matter what you do, what level you do it at, you get the same amount of points for a given amount of time. You don't get as much XP if you do it at earlier levels, but that's a small price to pay, honestly. Can I do Death in the Isle yet? I need 34 thieving. Okay, no. Wait, how far away am I from? I'm two thieving levels away. I could bang that out pretty quickly. And I am right here. Not that far away from Osidius. Well, kind of far away from Osidius, actually. Lovakenge minecart network is just north of us. Okay, we'll go over to Lovakenge minecart. We'll take that over to Tithe Farm. Not because we're actually going to Tithe Farm, but... And then we'll run north through Osidius to Fruit Stalls, and we'll get 2 quick thieving levels. Oh, the damn minecart's over there, that's right. Okay. Travel to Osidius south. And then keep going north. I think it's this building right here. Has several fruit stalls in it. I think I can actually, I need to check. Can I steal from fruit stalls at this level? I think it's like 30 or something where you can do it. 25, okay, even better. Now we just need to find a world that does not have a guy slowly walking back and forth between them for some reason. Alright, first of all though, let's just mute, actually let's unmute that. Okay, looks like we're far enough north we don't have to listen to that terrible, terrible bullshit. Let's hop a world and see if we can find a world that doesn't have somebody doing thieving here. Okay, is this guy doing the run back and forth method? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. I'm certainly not going to do the run back and forth method, because that method is for losers. Technically, if you run back and forth and you have full run energy and like a tick or two faster than just waiting for it to respawn, it's bullshit. Don't do that. There's 33. Will you give me that papaya fruit? That looks like it heals pretty decent amount, actually. Alright, so we're low enough level that we're going to get these levels super fast. Worth eating the Janger berries because they restore a little tiny bit of prayer. We probably won't get enough of them while we're here to actually restore our prayer to full, but... we'll keep the strange fruit for now. Because that stuff restores run energy. And so when we're running around, we can use those. Later, I'll probably come back here and get up to 50 thieving. That doesn't take too long to do. But we'll see. First of all, I was really concerned about prayer. I could just run over to the Osidious Church or whatever. Yeah, we're well over halfway to the last level we need. And Death in the Isles, not terribly important quest. It's relatively easy. And it does get us access to a costume needle, which is a cool item that will be helpful later. It's not terribly important or useful, but it's nice to have. Basically, it's a needle that never runs out of thread. You don't have to buy separate needles and thread anymore. You just use the costume needle. Which is pretty useful if you're doing things like crafting dragonhide armor. Which I'm sure I'll want to do as soon as I have all the stuff required. Crafting D'hide in Forthos dungeon as a reasonable moneymaker. Okay TM crafting experience and a sort of mediocre... I don't remember what that's for. Used to make something, but I don't care. Sure, I regret dropping them now, but anyway. 34, there we go. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Now, which fairy ring do I want? It is... AJP is the closest one? Really? No, we can go, there's one on Eldarin. CKQ. Yeah, CKQ. Alright. I don't need any supplies. First I'm gonna run... No, we can stop and bank when we're on Eldarin. So, let's head over to the fairy ring. CKQ. That's a rather nice little island. There's a shield shop down there that sells some interesting things. The nice nest is right there on top of that windmill. Mastering Mixology is right over here. For relatively cheap, although somewhat slow, Herblore XP. There's a gem shop down there that sells rubies. Let's see, what all else is on this island? Variety of interesting things. And of course the costume needles right here. Okay. So he wants us to get into this party. Because basically he's an idiot theater kid. And he wants us to play butler. And the first thing he wants us to do is go steal a butler costume. Which seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do, so off we go. Now, let's go back and talk to the dumbasses. And then we have to go around to the staff entrance. Which is around the side of the edge, around the edge here. just off to the side. We talk to the head butler. Yada yada yada. Nothing terribly important. You have to wear a mask and the uniform. They take all of our stuff. Oh no. Alright, then for some bizarre reason we need to go talk to everyone inside. That's totally a reasonable thing for a butler to be doing. Okay. And honestly, the dialogue in this quest is probably cool if you're into that kind of thing, but I prefer my quest to be a little more interesting. This one just kind of isn't. They were clearly going for a murder mystery kind of bull and BS, and bleh. I don't know, I've done this quest like 3 or 4 times now. I'm not that enthralled with doing it again, but I want the rewards. So here we are. That is kind of the problem with doing quests on this account. Most of them I've done at least twice already. Once is interesting. Twice is okay. 3 times is just, let's hold the spacebar and get done with this now, please. Alright, let's go find out what that noise we heard is. Oh no, somebody is down. And I think he's dead. Oh no. And then the guards catch us with him. So, we stained our uniform with some wine just before we discovered the murderer. The guard's like, oh, you got blood on you. Whereupon the other guard is like, whereupon we're like, no, it's not blood, it's wine. And the guard, thereupon says, well, I suppose you could try tasting it. Well, the first guard, like, but what if it's blood? Well, then I suppose it won't taste like wine, will it? Anyway. So we tell them why we were down in the cellar and all that bull BS. Oh. Well. So somehow we go from prime suspect to somebody who's supposed to help investigate, which is large levels of bullshit, but anyway. So let's go around the basement, investigate everything we can see, and gather evidence. Okay. And then we go upstairs and we run around, we talk to everyone again. we're finally done with that, which hopefully won't take much longer. Then we go talk to the guards again. Run around, pickpocket everyone. And gather evidence that way. Stop failing the pickpocket, damn it. Now, we inspect all the evidence we've acquired. And we go talk to the guards again. And then we go confront everyone with the evidence. Which is very annoying and dumb. I'm not really that big of a fan of this quest. The rewards are nice. I may have mentioned that already. So we present everyone with the various information we've uncovered, and they all managed to explain it away. Or at least some of them explain away. And it turns out it was our fellow butler all along. Who possibly could have seen it coming? And I believe it is, as far as anyone knows, actually impossible to lose this fight. I'm curious what would happen if you came in here with 1 HP. I guess she just straight up can't hit you. But anyway. Okay. Well, if I remember correctly, she did some other crime. Just sneaking into steal shit or something like that. Anyway, so these people, all being a bunch of idiots, want to go on with their stupid little play. And they're going to force us to participate, which is the real reason why I don't actually like this quest that much. Plays are like taking... Effectively, you're taking all the worst parts of video content and making them worse. Like, you could have had a book instead. Instead, you had to make a play and force a bunch of people to jump around like fools. Okay, we find some poison. We find a secret passage. We find a costume. Something, something. It was his understudy all along, or some other bullshit. Oh. I think I get more cynical when I'm tired. I certainly get more ornery when I'm tired. All right. It was the understudy. And they're on stage now, so we need to go confront them immediately instead of just grabbing them as they come off. I don't know, this quest is retarded. Yeah. Run over there to the guards so they can arrest you. Anyway. Yay! We got 10k thieving XP, which is pretty nice. 7,500 agility XP, which is inconsequential more or less, and 5k crafting, which I appreciate, I suppose. That gives us level 37 thieving, which I will happily take. Alright, let's go get the costume needle before we leave. Which is the whole reason we did this. Well, that and the XP. The XP is the real reason why I did this. Okay, yay, costume needle. Alright. Now. Let's see. I should do Gardens of Tranquility. I should do Ghosts Ahoy. Everything I need for Ghost Ahoy. I don't have enough Ecto tokens in the bank. I would have if I hadn't misclicked and accidentally went to the door twice the last time I was at him. Oh well. Metal tea, which I can make easily enough. Bucket of milk is easy to get. Needle and thread. I don't know if I actually need needle and thread since I have a costume needle. That's a good question, actually. I have the dyes. Oak longbow I actually have for some reason. Okay. You know, I was just thinking about getting rid of that oak longbow. I guess I probably don't want to do that, actually. Alright, let's go to our domain, and we'll start grabbing stuff for this quest. So for the nettle tea, I need a bowl of water. Oh. The Frog Princess, okay. Jagex wanted another DEI kick and made it so that instead of always being the opposite gender from your character, it's a random gender. Alright. At the same time, they made it so you don't have to kiss the frog anymore. You can touch it instead. Which, yeah, DEI bullshit. Just what everyone needs in their video games. Alright, now I need those ecto tokens. I need gloves, which I have. I need a bucket of milk, which I have a bucket, but not the milk part. Silk and a knife. Let's just take the cool knife. Needle and thread, which I have cool needle and thread instead. If it doesn't work, I guess we'll have to use a bank elsewhere. Is silk in the group storage? Bolt of cloth. Must have silk in my bank somewhere. No. I must have missed it in the group storage then. Did I not search the damn group storage? Oh, there his thing is. Okay, there we go. Silk. Oh. I should have grabbed dyes when I was looking at the group storage. 3 red, blue, and yellow. Looks like I need to go buy more yellow dye. Okay. Spade and an oak longbow. I bought all those initial dyes. But apparently yellow dye has been being used up quickly. A bucket of slime, which we can buy in town from the charter ship. We're gonna need to do that anyway, I think. Okay, where can I get nettles so I don't have to go too far? Nettles! South of the Farming Guild, south of the Woodcutting Guild, City's Charcoal Furnace, east of City's Center, Edgeville, Draenor Jail, east of Draenor Manor, south of Varrock, Haunted Woods, south of Fort Phasmatis, west of Outer Fortis. Okay, it looks like south of Varrock is probably going to be the easiest place to get to. Oh, I should get rid of that pickaxe too. Oh, I need to grab the Ghost Speak Amulet. Alright. Where's the damn nettles south of Varrock? I think they're over here somewhere. Stay there. I need a bowl of water. Okay. Should have grabbed the bowl already from my bank, but I didn't. Because I'm smart. And we're going to need to make some ecto tokens. Okay, let's dump the pickaxe. Surely I have a bowl in here somewhere. Seriously? Okay, we should be able to buy one from the general store then, I think. Maybe that ghost speak amulet. Pause the ammo strength for now. We'll take 4 pots. And as far as milk, okay, let's go grab some bird shit water out of the fountain. Use the nettles on it. And then we go cook that. I think there's a range right over there, yep. You accidentally let the water boil over. Well, screw you too. I didn't know it was impossible to fail making nettle tea. Alright, let's go get more bird shit water. And then, honestly, it'll be easier just to run over to Edgeville. No, it won't be. It will be if we fail it again, but... since when do these give like 30 run energy? I thought it was only like 10. Okay, that's pretty good actually. Use nettles on water. We'll use the range in the rear of the Blue Moon Inn. Again? Really? Okay, let's go pick a bunch of nettles so we can attempt this multiple times. Okay, nettle tea. Cooking chance. It looks like a minimum of like 50-some%. We've just been a bit unlucky. Well, I only have level 20 cooking actually, which I think is like the minimum level, so 56% looks like. chance to cook it. But we're not that unlucky. A little unlucky. Alright. Now, let's go back over here. I used the range in this building when I was making Guthix Rests on the UAM. Because I could go steal teacups from the tea stall, drink them all, empty them, and come over here and fill them with water, then go over here and cook them on the range and fill them with the herbs required to make the Guthix Rest. And then I could walk over to the G and have them all noted. Finally. Alright. Got the nettle tea. Let's swap left click to use so I don't accidentally click it. Bucket of milk. Should be the only thing we need. I think the fastest way to get that, we're gonna use home teleport. And then run across the river to the cow pen. And then from there, we will take the ferry ring to Port Phasmatis. And from there, when it comes time to make more of these ecto tokens, we will use these pots together with bones acquired from the nearby cows and chickens to get more ecto tokens. Alright, now, Port Phasmatis. ALQ should get us there. Or reasonably close to there. ALQ. Haunted Woods east of Canithus. And then right over there is the barrier to town. Right over here is where the chickens and stuff are that you can kill for the bones. And there is the Ectofunctus itself. So basically the long story short of this quest is there's some bullshit keeping the ghosts here from passing on, and they want us to fix that bullshit. Which basically is this guy's preventing that. Okay, he's not overly impressed with the whole thing. Alright, then we have to run way the hell over to the Slayer Tower. Which I think it'll be faster to take the fairy ring. To CKS. Okay. C. K. S. Recently they announced they're going to make the wheels on the fairy ring interface turn faster. And I, for one, am all for that. Because they're annoyingly slow. Apparently there was also a new shortcut added that goes all the way to the roof of the Slayer Tower. But I don't have the level for it. Okay, so we talked to the old lady. And she needs a cup of tea to refresh her memory. There you go, you annoying old bat. Alright. But anyway. So she needs some stuff. Alright, use the soak on the boat. And then we have to go over to the ship over here. And then we inspect the ship and it'll tell us what dyes to use to paint it. Actually, the ship is over farther. We probably should have teleported there. Teleport to EOQ to get there faster, but oh well. Not that far to walk, it's like right here. While we're right here beside it, we should do a little bit of chicken murder to fill these pots. We have to kill the giant lobster, who's a total pushover. Never even hit us, and we're not even wearing armor. Find a piece of a map. And we keep investigating this until we discover all the colors. Okay. There we go. It's been repainted. Now we show it off to the guy. And he gives us the key to a chest. Which we then open for a piece of the map. We have to do a little agility course to get over to that chest, and yeah, some people don't like this for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's just a really simple jumping puzzle, or not jumping puzzle. Really simple, just jump over the obstacles. You can't fail any of them. But I've heard it complained about before. It really doesn't make any sense. Okay, treasure map. It tells us we have to go to Dragon Tooth Island, for which we need at least 25 ecto tokens. In reality, we need more than that. Okay. We'll get some bones. And I should have, when I bought buckets, when I was in Phasmatis. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. So apparently these chickens are considered skeletons, and the cows are considered zombies by the game, or something like that. Because I've been told that if you set up your Slayer block list right, you can get it so that Burial can only assign you birds, cows, skeletons, and zombies. And then you can come to this spot and do any of those 4 quests, or any of those 4 types of monsters on those, just those 2. Which is pretty handy. Let's go in and let's get our form. We'll get 4 buckets for now, I think. Actually, can I use the bank over here? Because if I can, I got a few things to deposit, namely these blue dyes. That bowl, empty bucket, needle. I think the knife is done. Yeah, okay. Bowl, bucket. Dyes. Alright, we'll buy some stuff from the charter ship. Namely, we'll buy 8 units of slime. Actually, I'm going to buy 10 units of slime because I can't be bothered to buy 9 because I think I do need another unit of slime later. So I'll just have an extra barrel, bucket of slime, oh, big deal. Well, on second thought, I did have one in the bank, I think. Oh well. Probably would have been fine without buying the extra 2. One way or another, this will get used up eventually. Use bones on the grinder. Then we wait through this long, boring animation. The good news is that eventually, once we do enough diary tasks for Mauritania, we can get a certain amount of bone meal made for free for us every day. And then we'll never have to do this shit again. don't know why he stopped there in the middle. It usually just continues until all your pots are filled. Okay, let's go down and use up these pots, and then we'll come back up and grind another set of 4. This really is not a worthwhile thing to do for XP. Just because it's so slow. And also, the way you're supposed to get buckets of slime, which is to go down into the area underneath this place and fill them yourself, just makes it even slower. It's just a really terrible prayer method. The Varlamore method is so much better. If you want a nice, safe method. And if you're willing to do it unsafely, then the Wilderness Altar is the Chaos Altar in the Wilderness. Pretty good value. Regardless, you never want to use this thing for XP. It's terrible. And we got 40 tokens for that, which is more than enough to pay for what we need. And hopefully more of that in the future besides. Yeah. It takes 25 tokens to pay this guy to take us out to the island. And it is a clue step, so we have another whole visit saved up. Unless we get the... what do I call it? Okay, let's go dig over there. You could count out steps from that X spot and figure out it's in this tile pretty easily, but Quest Helper is here for us to save us time. Anyway, it's highly likely we'll use those tokens going out there for a clue step. And if we don't ever have to do that clue step before we get the Bone Crusher, then I guess we can use the tokens on the Bone Crusher. Okay, so we talk to this guy. Talk to this guy. He tells us he'll give us the book we need, translation manual, if we get the Master Bowman to sign a oak longbow for him. So let's go talk to Robin. And then we have to play some stupid minigame. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Much skill. Never understood why this even existed. And because this is just a pure RNG fest, we only have to win against him a certain number of times, doesn't matter how often we lose, which is somewhat unrealistic. But anyway, we got our longbow signed. So let's go back and talk to what's his face? And he gives us the translation manual. I'm gonna go talk to the innkeeper. Okay. And then we apply slime to a bed sheet. And I suppose that makes us look like a convincing enough ghost that we're able to run around and talk to certain ghosts. It doesn't seem very convincing to me, but oh well, what do I know? And now he wants us to talk to these guys and get signatures for his petition. Now thankfully, we don't have to actually run around and talk to unique individuals. All that matters is that we don't talk to the same guy twice in a row. So we just talk to whoever's closest. Okay, that guy tried to shake us down for some cash. I'm not doing that. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're done. Now he wants us to go present the petition to Necrovarius, who's not impressed. Unfortunately, we can't wear the bedsheet outside the city. Somehow, him being very unhappy over that petition made him drop a key on the ground. And we can go use that key to get into this room upstairs. Where we can steal his robes. And then we take all this shit we've been collecting back over to the old lady by the Slayer Tower. And she finally gives us the ability to go force Necrovarius to let people go if they want to. Hallelujah. And more importantly, we'll be able to enter Port Phasmatis for free going forward. Fairy Ring works better if you have the Drum and Staff equipped. Just FYI. Oh well. Go fork all this stuff over to the old lady. And she enchants our Ghost Speak amulet with the ability to command Necrovarius to do whatever we want once. Let's go back to ALQ. And then we'll go talk to Necrovarius and tell him that he should stop being such a dickhead. Or words to that effect. A, L, and Q. There we go. Oh yeah, and we also get the Ectophile, which is a pretty decent teleport over to this area. Not the most useful thing in the world, but when it's good, it's good. I often wonder what would happen if you tell him to order him to do a chicken impression. Okay, now we can enter for free. Yay! And we go talk to the lady again. And she's like, yay, you're awesome. Here, have this Ectophile. We get a bunch of prayer XP too, which is okay. Not a level or anything, but it's always welcome. Alright. So, once upon a time, I'm pretty sure that you used to have to manually fill the Ectophile. And then I think they changed it so it automatically filled it, but you could interrupt it by clicking away while it was going through the fill animation. I think that's when I played during that period. Because I do remember having an empty Ectophile at some point. And finding it really annoying that I had to go refill the damn thing. But anyway. Alright. Let's deposit that. Let's drag it up with the other teleport items we have up here. Alright, lovely. Now, Garden of Tranquility. Do I have what I need for Enlightened Journey? Yes, I do, actually. I would need to go get some items, but I need to do this soon. Oh, yellow dye, I don't have that. I have to go buy that. Actually, no, I know where I can get yellow dye and red dye, for that matter, for free. Not too far away from a fairy ring. Anyway, I'm not going to do that right now, though, because it is 10:22. And that is close enough to 10:30 for my purposes. Yeah. Tomorrow is Thursday. And on Thursday, I think we're going to play a bit of Dawn of War. Friday, of course, will be EDF. assuming I get off my ass and fix the last of the problems for the weekend, we might do Factorio Alone in the Dark 2. I pretty much have the mod list put together. I just need to fix a little incompatibility issue between two of them. They're not actually incompatible, but one of them is overwriting the changes made by the other in such a way that the one is just straight up not working. So I need to make them stop doing that. And then I think I'm ready to do another Alone in the Dark run. So for all of you klaxon enjoyers and those who like watching me suffer, yeah. I found some pretty cool mods that were not available for Alone in the Dark 1. So it'll be a little different from Alone in the Dark 2. But different in an interesting, cool way. But that's if I can get those two mods to play nice together. If I can't, then, well, we'll see. But anyway, for those of you who don't know what Factorio Alone in the Dark is, well, I guess you'll have to wait until the weekend. Because it's pretty cool. But anyway. For tonight, though, let's see. Is anyone doing anything on the old follow list? It looks like Abby is playing War Tales. Wow, Abby's been streaming pretty consistently in the evenings now. I'm definitely not going to complain about having someone I can raid. Just refresh this and make sure he's actually doing what Twitch says he is. It sure looks like it. All right. Let's go ahead and raid Abby. Assuming I spell his name right. All right. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for Dawn of War 1 shenaniganry. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.